Yeah, this a hit right here, Zave.
Wanted to get on here and do a little breakdown on the trade that I took this morning on NAS, right? So as you can see, this was a pretty giant sell, 200 plus points, 210. So initially, when I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning, I basically saw price rallying up, and I had marked out my fair value gap. I marked out this order block. I saw this fair value gap. Initially, right, I was here when I saw the charts. So as price was rolling up, I just anticipated it was probably going to end up hitting here. Or, of course, if it would have broke, I would have changed the whole situation. But on the higher time frame, what I saw these relative equal lows. I saw these highs. But I had to take into consideration what the weekly profile looked like. So there was a consolidation on Sunday, manipulation on Monday, and then there was the expansion that broke this swing high. So as price was rallying up, right, Tuesday, Wednesday, since it's Thursday, generally I switch my mindset to reversal profiles. And as you can see, when Thursday comes, price likes to come back into the range most of the time, right? Sometimes it just continues. But the gray is my Sunday, right? My Sunday marker. And blue and green are my indice kill zones, right? And same with here. I got my kill zones down there as well for London, New York, and then close for Forex, right? So Forex kill zones and indice kill zones are a little different. ICT talks about it, so I'm not going to dive into too much about that. But as you can see, our price came up. There's an order block and the fair value gap right there. And what happened? Price ended up hitting it, rejecting hard. So when this swing low got broken, that was basically what I was anticipating to get into the trade. So I ended up entering like around here. Let me go see exactly what the entry was. So the entry was, I don't know why it's so low. But nonetheless, entry was 14,550 and 14,545 were the entries, right? So as price was selling off, right, I was also looking at this as a potential market maker sell model. As we broke these lows, that further confirmed that these lows are going to be attacked here, right? And we were going to be having a bearish day. We also have a bunch of news that came out today. It was negative for the dollar. At the time of this initial sell-off, the DXY was actually rallying, which ended up giving indices to push lower, or enabling it to push lower, right? It was like 5 o'clock, see how it rallied, and now it ended up falling at the same time, right? So as price was falling, we had a couple options, right? When we broke these lows, we could have waited for the YouTube model that ICT is teaching, right? When it breaks a swing low, right? Runs buy stops, breaks a swing low, and then retraces back into fair value gaps, right? You can also use order blocks, right? So pulled up to this order block, ended up selling off more. When we came back up, we rallied into this fair value gap, and that was another entry, sold off more. Wouldn't have used this lower fair value gap because it's just too low. You always want to aim for the one that's a little bit higher, right? And also if you pull your fib, there's optimal trade entry as well. So there's a couple of different approaches here that you could have utilized to find an entry. Market maker sell model, ICT's YouTube model, the new one, and then also optimal trade entry deeper into a New York session, right? So yeah, so we ended up attacking these lows as anticipated. You can go back to the Discord, and you can see all of it was called before the fact. Okay, 507. 507 is right here. Okay, so the price was selling off. You could enter here, could have waited and entered here. You also could have waited until we came all the way down here, which was anticipated as well. And as you can see, this is a fair value gap. Fair value gap is also an order block right here on the 4-hour chart. As price hit that, you can see the new YouTube model that ICT is teaching performing. You see, there's a swing high up here. Right, price came lower, broke that swing high. Remember, this is in the fair value gap on the 4-hour chart. So it ended up breaking the high, ended up retracing back lower to the fair value gap. Missed it a little bit, I guess you could say. Right? The fair value gap would have been down here, but nonetheless, these are all consecutive down candles, which would make it an order block. Right? Compared with the fair value gap, that's high probability for us to get moved to the upside from here, because we swept liquidity. Right? That's very important. These patterns are very effective, and mostly effective after some type of liquidity is taken, because they do their job there. Once they take a form of liquidity, they'll now seek the opposite form of liquidity. So they took external liquidity over here, which was this low, right? And then they ended up expanding up to find internal liquidity. So price moves from external to internal liquidity, right? So you enter here, you could have taken an exit here for internal. If you enter an external liquidity, you could target internal liquidity, which would be a pullback, or fair value gap, or order block entry, right? You could then target external liquidity, which would be a low, right? Or in this case, if we're going up, it would be a high. See, this would have been an internal liquidity entry. This would have been an internal liquidity entry, attacking what? External liquidity. External liquidity. Okay? So if you would enter here, you could have targeted these lows, right? But the higher time frame basically was showing me that we were going to see a lot lower prices, which we did, in fact, see. Plus the weekly profile, was consolidation, expansion Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday creates the opposite end of the weekly range, right? So that's basically what I anticipated from my bias, and next draw on liquidity was these lows, right? So I hope you guys got some value from this quick little video. I'll probably do a lot more of these, probably every single week. I do a lot of executions because I like proving that this stuff works. ICT is something else. Definitely a blessing to learn from someone like him, because clearly this stuff works. All it takes is a lot of practice. Things will make sense sometimes. Just go back and back test. The only way you're going to get locked into this stuff is if you back test. Just like to have the body you want, you got to work out. You can't just cheat all the time and kind of slack on it. In this industry, laziness is not rewarded, right? You get eaten alive by the sharks that are in this ocean we call the marketplace. So so I hope you guys got some value here. Please like, comment, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Like, share the video, share the channel. There's going to be a lot more things that drop. We do have a private Discord channel as well as a free Telegram for anyone that's trying to keep up to date with what we're doing on a daily, weekly basis. Normally call out 3 to 5 signals a week for our paid service. And in the Telegram, we generally point out like 2, 3 free signals. This isn't financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, of course, right? So anything that we talk about is based on a demo account or just for your educational learning purposes within the marketplace, right? So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Let me know in the comments section if there's any types of, things that you guys want me to talk about or break down further. I'd be happy to give you guys my perspective on things. But yeah, so anticipate some more videos on the way soon, and I'll talk to you.
Yeah, this a hit right here, Zave.